Okay, I think we are live. It just takes a moment for YouTube to catch up. And am I on time? I'm a minute early, so sorry if you're a little late. Just back the little thing up a little bit. And you can hear what you missed. So today I recorded Monday's podcast. It's Christine Breeze and we talked about the summit, and we had, I thought, a really cool discussion. And I call us spiritual geeks. She liked that because we both have our stories. We both have our way of doing things. You know, just because you do something a certain way, that's not the only way you can do it. There's many ways to do the same thing. And so we learn whatever works best for our energy. So we talked about some of the things that we do and how we do it differently. And that'll air on Monday at 11. But she brought up something that I thought I would talk about tonight, and we'll meditate on it. And that's the notion of resentment. There's in Chinese medicine, I'm an acupuncturist, so I do a lot of stuff with Chinese medicine. We don't separate the feelings. Western medicine compartmentalizes everything. You just do gyne and you just do bones and you just do nerves and so on. And we do everything, including feelings. So feelings are part of what we look at. And a lot of people will say, well, I'm not angry, but I do resent what they did. Well, there's many, many ways you can describe anger, and resentment to me, it's anger, okay? And you can hold resentments that well, anytime you hold a feeling, at least 80%, the numbers that I've seen of all illnesses are emotionally based. So if you look at the soul, at our spirit, our whole body, our aura has different layers, and each layer is related to one of our chakras. So, we have 7 chakras in the body, and then we have 7 layers. And of course, we've got chakras outside of the body, below and above. But we'll just stick with the 7 and the 7 layers. And so what happens at the top layer, at the soul, will affect the next body down, the mental. And then the mental will affect the emotional, and the emotional affects the physical. Of course, there's the astral body and the etheric body. There's other names. But without getting too technical, we'll just say, as above, so below. One of my favorite sayings from the Hermetics. If you've ever read Thoth or Hermes Trismegistus, either the Emerald Tablets or the I forgot the name of the other book that Hermes wrote, but basically it's the principles of why we're alive and how we grow. And one of the things he talks about is as above, so below, so below, so above, as within, so without. So we're creating within ourselves what's outside of ourselves. So outside of ourselves is not separate. So if you don't like what's outside of yourself, you need to go within. And what's up above is affecting what's down below. So what's down below is a reflection of what's above. So if what you don't like is what down below, like you get sick, or you have some feelings you don't know what to do with, like resentment, or you have certain thoughts you just can't get rid of, you need to go up to the soul. What's going on up here? Work with the soul. The soul will tell you, hello, look what you're thinking. Look at these thoughts. Then you look at your thoughts and you go, ooh, wow. I keep thinking, oh, that darn person, they did this. I'm never going to forgive them. That's a type of resentment. And guess what that does? That damages the emotional body. Then when the emotional body gets damaged, it will damage the physical body. So those kind of negative thoughts, so you might think, well, that's not an emotion. It becomes a type of anger. And that anger damages the liver, and the liver cleans the blood. So if the liver is not cleaning the blood, you can have blood issues. The liver modifies every hormone. So you all know you have glands. I'm sure you all are smart enough to know that. You got thyroid and the pancreas and the adrenals, and there's other glands. And the liver takes those hormones and processes them before the cells can use them. So like the thyroid is told, hey, You need to make more thyroid, it's called T3, and it goes to the liver and makes T4. So you've got TSH that tells the thyroid to make more T3. So the body communicates with itself through this hormone chain. And so if the liver is all clogged up because of your resentment, guess what? It's not going to process your hormones. So you may end up with, oh man, I'm going through menopause and it's really awful. That's your liver. Oh, my periods are really awful. That's your liver. Oh, I have no low libido, men and women. That's your liver. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong in the body, including cancer and very serious things, all because you're holding on to resentment. So I thought what we do tonight is we would do a meditation to clear resentment and to ask Source, God, Divine, Great Spirit, whatever you call, whoever it is you talk to, your higher self, your soul, your solar angel, whatever it is. I don't like to change anyone's belief system, just substitute my words for the ones in your belief system. So we're going to go and we're going to do our own clearing, and we're going to ask what we need to do in order to clear that further to either heal or prevent ourselves from getting sick. So is there a mindset we need to change? Is there an emotion we need to change, or both? And whatever that has caused as damaged in our body or our emotional body or our mental body, that's the auric level, right? So you have the physical and then you have the auric level. Even your physical has an aura, by the way. Just rub your hands together and pull them apart. Hold your hands up against the white background and you'll see like this little energy field. And then right next to that, very, very small, to me, they look like dark blue feathers sticking out. That's your first layer. And then there's another layer and another layer. And the bigger the layer, the further out it is. So the more it encompasses the whole body, but each layer is a little bit thicker as you go out. And you have about, most Americans, their aura is typically about 3 feet out. That's all you. Okay. That's all you in here. That's all you. So if you're at the mental layer and you have these negative thoughts, you have dark spots in this part of your aura. And if those dark spots are affecting your emotions, then this part of your aura has dark spots. And if you don't clear that up, it's not working right. Then when you get down into the physical layer, you're going to start having issues. Things are not going to work. So let's clear all that because nobody needs that, right? So we're going to clear all the dark spots. So remember, the first thing we have to do is ground. Then we have to clear our chakras. And then we have to prepare ourselves, call on who we're going to talk to, and then ask for healing, and then ask for information. So that part you're going to do. I'm going to lead you to it, and then it's up to you to do the rest. We'll just sit here and listen. I'll just let the music play, and then I'll bring us back at the end, okay? So as you know, if you've listened to us before, okay, oh, thank you. I play binaural beats music. So binaural music has 2 different frequencies, one in each ear. So you need a headset. So if you have just a simple little, if I can unplug here, just a simple little headset like this. This is an Apple one because I have an iPhone. So you just have a little headset, doesn't have to be fancy, but it's just different in each ear. If you have a big one, that's cool. If you don't, if you have stereo speakers, which is what I have, and you have one on each side, so that you're getting a different sound in each ear. So it's stereo. So when I share sound, I put it on stereo because you want a different sound going in each ear. What that does is it creates a third tone and it connects the left and right part of your brain. So it balances your brain, makes you a little bit smarter, kind of makes you, I think in some cases the music will clear the pineal gland. It depends on what you're listening to and what the frequency is. I do a lot of solfeggio, binaural solfeggio music. Play that and just play it. Whoa, whoa. It really, really will help you. So get your headset and then decide on your posture. Okay. Are you going to sit, stand, walk, or lay down. If you lay down, make sure you're not tired. You should lay down on the floor. Laying down on something soft, you'll just fall asleep. Put a pillow or something under your neck and under your knees to protect your back. If you're going to walk, make sure you have a little clear space so that you can still hear the music, but you have a nice clear place to walk, not bang into anything. And just walk very purposefully, focusing on your feet and on the music. If you're going to stand, it's cool if you can be outside. Now, here in Arizona, it just rained, so you probably wouldn't want to be outside here. But if you can be outside, that's best. Otherwise, if you have a window that looks out at some pretty trees or bushes, that's cool. And if you're inside and you don't have that, if you have a house plant, look at the house plant, something living that's green. And if you don't have anything like living, then look at a picture of something that's green. And then if you want to sit, you want to sit with your back straight. So take your angel wings, your little scapulas, pull them together and down, straightens your back and puts your neck up properly. You want your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart, never cross your legs. It blocks your energy flow. Next, we need to talk about our hand positions. They're called mudras. So if you get spaced out when you meditate and you don't want to space out, hands palms up. And you can rest them on your lap, but you want them facing up. And if you want to space out, you can put them face down. If you want to just close the channels, you would close your perineum, if you know what that is. If you don't, that's okay. And close these two fingers. And if you want to manifest, you close these two fingers. And each finger represents a different organ and a different element. What you can do is hold them all like that. You just put one hand over the other. Doesn't matter which. Some people say, if you're a man, you do it one way, and a woman do it the other. Doesn't matter. Just hold all your fingers with the other hand. And that means you're working on all your organs at the same time. What else? Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's start the meditation. So let me go into share screen. And we'll go into a share sound. And then we'll share stereo. And then I'll turn on the sound. Okay. I'm going to turn me off. So go ahead into your inner space. The music's too loud. I'm going to turn down. So go ahead into your inner space and close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Make sure they're belly breaths. So inhale and exhale. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Let go of all negative thoughts, negative energies, all worry. Let go of all concern. They'll be there when we're through. And worry doesn't solve anything. It actually manifests what you're worried about. So just let your mind be clear. And allow your feet and your fingers, your toes and your fingers, your hands and your feet to just relax. You can hold your mudra you like, but you can rest your hands on your lap if you're sitting, or down at your side if you're standing, or laying down, or walking. And as you do this, you notice your hands and feet begin to tingle. And as you relax, that tingling sensation Moves up your calves and your forearm, and into your thighs and arms, and into your torso, shoulders and neck, and into your face and into your head. And be sure to release any excess stress in your shoulders and neck. A lot of people hold it there. You don't need to, just let your shoulders drop as you relax. And allow your forehead to relax. You don't need to keep it scrunched up. Feel your eyebrows just dropping down a little as you relax. Now we want to connect to Mother Earth, to Gaia, to ground ourselves and allow her healing yin energy to flow up into us. And as it does, it clears and balances our chakras. First into our feet and our base chakra, number 7, and up into the 6th chakra, and then into our 3rd chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, and then up into our heart, the 4th chakra, then up into our throat, the 5th chakra, then up to the 6th chakra at the Ajna center. Feel it connect to the pineal gland. Clear that as well. And then up to the 7th chakra at the top of the head. And feel all your chakras spinning in front and in the back, except for the 1st and 7th. 1st spins down, 7th spins up, creating our toroid around our energy field. And we call on Father Sun to bring down his yang energy into our crown chakra and to connect to the 6th chakra and the 5th and the 4th, our heart, then the 3rd, the 2nd, and the 1st, and down to the bottom of our feet and the palms of our hands. We now have full yin and yang energy running through our body. We are grounded, and we feel this energy buzzing in every cell of our body, healing, balancing, and aligning. And now we call on Source, Divine, God, our higher self, solar angel, whomever it is you call on, to enlighten us as to what particular resentments we have, either left over from a past life, either subconscious to the point where we don't remember it, or we've repressed it, or where we remember it and just have not been able to let it go. We ask you to show us what it is and tell us how to remove it from our energy field, from our consciousness, even from our Akashic record, where it is no longer needed. As part of this process, we forgive ourselves for hanging on to it. We forgive whoever may have hurt us, past, present, or future, connected to any and all of these resentments. And now I will let you listen to your higher self, your source, your divine, for any information they want to share with you about what you will need to do to clear any issues and how to heal them, both at the soul level, the mind level, the emotional level, and the physical level. going to begin to slowly come back into the room. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take your time coming back. If you come back too quick, you can get a headache. If you need to ground, have a sip of water. Begin to write in your journal what you experienced. Who did you speak with? What was the advice? What did you learn? What do you need to do? I don't know about you, but I got some great information. I'm going to go ahead and stop share. That will stop the music. So go ahead and come on back into the room. And remember to draw first and then write. So we hope you had a great meditation. Oh, I need to check to see if anybody posted anything in chat. No, I don't see anything in chat. Okay. So we will see you. You can hear Christine and I on Monday at 11 on this channel, 11 Pacific time. Then I'll be back next week, Thursday, at the usual time. And the following week, I think we have Dr. English will be on. She's also a summit speaker. Let's see here. Yes, Dr. Tanya English is our speaker the 18th of March. Then we'll have that Thursday another live meditation. And then on the 23rd is the summit. The summit is a Saturday. It is live. Doors open at 9:45 Pacific time. It's free and everyone will be in Zoom. I will broadcast it live on YouTube. So if you don't want to register, you can just come here and watch it while it's live. Then I turn it off. Then you can't access it anymore. And the free gifts will be posted in Zoom. So if you're not in Zoom, you won't get the free gifts. We do have a VIP option of $27 that ends tonight. So if you register tonight as a VIP, then you get the VIP gifts worth, I think, $1,150 for $27 from the 6 speakers. And starting tomorrow, that goes to $47, and then just before the summit, it goes to $77. So the sooner you buy, the more you'll get. The cheaper it'll be, actually. You'll get the same amount. I've got my app actually working, so you'll be able to, as a VIP, go into the app and watch it again later instead of having to come back to YouTube to watch the replay. And at the summit, it'll be a little different. We kind of did a little of it at the last summit last September, and I decided I'm going to have everybody do that. So each speaker will give a talk. It's not interview style like the podcast. It's going to be a talk, kind of like what Christine Breeze and I did today that will air on Monday. And each speaker will give a talk, and then they will do some kind of an exercise. If you know Andrea, she was at the last summit and she did live coaching that was unbelievable. We went on for an extra hour. She was the last speaker. It was a 3-day summit. She was the last speaker, and we went on for another whole hour because people kept raising their hand. She will be back for her live coaching. With Christine, we're going to do a Q&A, and she and I will be talking until someone asks a question, and then we'll answer your questions. Some people are doing, I think one person is doing tapping. I'm doing an energy healing with the Qigong movements. I'm going to show you how to use energy and some really simple movements you can do while sitting down to clear your whole body. So those are some of the nice, wonderful things. And of course, my Own for Success program will be live then. And I decided to repeat it live. So you don't have to take it as the evergreen, you can take it live. And the last group and I that did that live after the last summit, it was so incredible. I decided that was too much fun not to do again. So I will do it live, but it will be available evergreen in case you can't make the time, so you can watch it that way. So that's what's going on. We thank you for joining us. And remember to be the light you want to see in the world.